Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It is December 14th. We've got kind of a mixed feeling here today. Very, very light volume. It's almost like we've gone into this holiday trade here already. But corn finishing the overnight session up just a half a cent. Beans down about 4.5 cents. The wheat market up slightly, but we did have export sales out this morning. More neutral than anything. It was a little friendly for wheat, but most of all neutral on corn, neutral beans. So we're not going to get a lot of direction here today from export sales. Also at 8 o'clock this morning, announcements were really light. There were no sales or cancellations this morning, any additional sales or cancellations here from USDA. So not a lot of news out there. A lot of focus on the beans will be South America weather. They do have some rains coming in. There is some rain now in some of these extended models, and so that will be looked at as probably a little bit negative here as far as beans for right now. We need to see some of this demand kick in and pick up here as we go through it. But now that this last USDA report is out of the way, this last supply and demand report, now the focus will be on what kind of numbers are we going to get in January. A lot of farmers shutting the bin doors, not getting rid of any grain here as of yet, but what we're hearing is that there may need to be a lot of corn sold here by the end of the year. So a lot of these guys, they don't want to pay storage, and certainly don't blame them for that. But we may have a lot of grain switch hands here by the end of the year, specifically for corn, just because a lot of contracts are coming up here, whether or not there's a lot of decisions to be made, whether or not you go ahead and hang on to this, you pay the storage at the elevator, or you make these sales. So that may keep a cap on corn for now as well. Livestock, we had boxed beef yesterday down sharply. We had cutout values for hogs that were down quite a bit as well. Expecting to see hogs start off a little bit lower this morning. Maybe some mixed trade out of the cattle. We do have a seasonal right now for cattle that we tend to see a rally between now and the end of the year for cattle. So we'll see if we get something like that or get into that kind of a pattern here once again. But we are expecting to see maybe a little bit of recovery here for cattle. Hogs, on the other hand, we had some negative numbers yesterday, and I think that may play into effect here today. And I think we probably have a little bit more downside here for hogs in the short term. But the seasonal for hogs is right around the 18th. And so we'll see if we can get some support here by then as well. Some of the other markets today, the stock market up about 30 to 40 points. We've got the dollar that's working a little bit lower. Janet Yellen coming out, talking yesterday, raising rates just 1/4 point, but looking for another 3 potential rate hikes next year. And that's really what the focus was, is what kind of talk was going to be said here on these rate hikes for next year. So still looking for 3 potential hikes next year. And, we'll see if that continues to push things up a little bit here today. But expect quiet trade out of the grain markets. We're getting into that holiday mode, and that may keep things under some very choppy mode here as we go into the next few weeks. So give us a call if you have any questions. We're here to help you out. You can reach us at 800-262-7538 or on the web at allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll chat again with you tomorrow. Take care.